move the mic, but I'm not going to hold it. Because I was editing the last vlog and it was just a nightmare hearing. I didn't realize that I don't have a shock mount on this mic. I don't, because I had a shock mount when it was confession time, guys. When I was a freshman in high school, I had a Twitch streamer phase. Yep, I did. So when I was in that phase, I had, like one of those mic stands that connects to your desk and it like is an arm that comes down. And I had a shock mount on that, but that shock mount is not compatible with the little tripod stand that I have this mic on currently. That shock mount is only compatible for the mic stand, like the arm. So I don't have a shock mount on here, so I didn't realize. I don't know why it didn't click for me, but you could hear every time that my hand moved on the tripod, and it was devastating to have to listen to all that audio back and hear that, like, you could hear every single movement. It was horrific, and I'm so sorry. So I'm not going to be holding it this time. Instead, I'm going to be like sitting it right here in front of me. I just like the vibes of holding it. It feels so much more intimate, but this will have to do. I just got done. Oh, my hair is going to be my last straw. I just got done filming this week's podcast. It's currently December 8th. And it's 3 p.m. And it looks like it's 7 p.m. outside. Isn't that the joy of England in the wintertime? Anyways, yeah. I took a week off from filming because my boyfriend was here and I just really wanted to spend time with him. We haven't seen each other for 3 months, which is insane. But he's gone now. I had a lovely, lovely week with him. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I am a little sad, but it's okay. We keep moving. And when I'm sad, I like to focus on my hobbies. So I've been playing a lot of video games. I've been knitting a bunch. So getting back into knitting, I cast on a bunch of stuff. So I didn't do much knitting when he was here because we just kind of hung around and watched a lot of Bob's Burgers and just walked around the city, got food and hung out and stuff. So, but I'm getting back into it. So this December vlog is kind of starting a little bit late. It started on, I think the way I'm going to edit this is that you've already seen some clips, but this is the December vlog. I don't know exactly if it's going to be all of December yet, or if it's just going to be part of December. I think with the way my upload schedule is, I think it's going to be all of December, but hopefully I can keep it shorter. So, you would have seen me, you did not see me cast on these because my boyfriend was here, and I didn't want to, I got a little bit of footage. I recorded him for something for the podcast, but I didn't really want to include him because I didn't want to make him feel like I'm recording him the whole time. So, but I cast on these. It's the Celestial Mitts by Pearl Soho. They're not going to get much more work than that. That's just one row of knitting because I realized I have my mother's gift knit and I have stockings to knit. So I've changed the stockings from being done by Christmas because my family's not a big stocking family. My boyfriend, Jordan, his family is kind of a stocking family. But these are for when we eventually live together. So neither of us need them right now. So I'm taking the pressure off myself for getting them done by Christmas and instead going to make them just before I come back to England. At the end of my Christmas break, which I'll be home for 6 weeks. I'm so excited. It's so fun living abroad and it's such an enriching life experience, but I really do miss being home. I really do miss being home with my family and my dogs and my favorite foods and my favorite restaurants and all that kinds of stuff. So all my friends my best friend still lives at home. Like her school, her college is at home. So at least she'll be there when I'm back. So it just means that whenever I go back, she's already there. So we don't have to like calculate meetup times except for when I'm coming back. But what else was I here to say? Oh, I also cast on these stockings. Let me show them. Here's what I have. It's so blue outside. You know the drill. So here they are back here. This is a lot more what they look. That color shift is insane. Anyways, yeah, those are the stockings. They'll be getting, they're not top priority, they're second priority. So whenever I'm not working on my mother's gift knit, I'll be working on those. Speaking of my mother's gift Nif get? What is a nift get? Ugh. My mother's gift knit. Here it is. What we have so far. It's double knit, guys. Oh, it's double knit. So, double knit is so stretchy. I learned how to do an Italian tubular cast on, as well as learned how to double knit in one night. So, proud of myself. But I think it looks so classy and clean, and I can see why people think it's a little bit of a slog, but I'm really enjoying it. I think it lands in a really nice line between mindful and mindless, so where I can like zone out while I'm doing it, but I'm still like having to pay attention, so I'm not like dissociated from it at the same time. So it's really nice. Also, I had my birthday 4 days ago. My birthday is December 4th. I'm now 20, guys. I'm 20 years old. That's so scary. My boyfriend took me yarn shopping for my birthday because he knows that I love yarn right now. So he bought me 2 yarns for projects that I wanted. He bought me this one. This is Symphony Viva. It's a Knit Pro brand, and it's 100% superwash merino. And he bought it for the wiggly scarf. So hopefully I'll knit that. I also want to knit like a spring version because this is kind of like more moody fall winter colors. But I do want to knit a spring version, but I haven't bought that yarn yet. So we'll get to that sooner or later. He also bought me this one, and this is Queensland collection in the colorway Perth. And it's, nope, not the colorway. The type of the yarn is Perth, and the colorway is Wine Glass Bay. And it is 80% superwash wool and 20% nylon. And I think this yarn, I think it looks kind of like, I bought it for the Ribka pouch, I think is how you pronounce it, by, I don't remember the name, but I think this yarn is giving rainbow fish, but it also kind of reminds me of the Portal from Coraline. And Coraline is one of my top 4 favorite movies of all time. You can check my letterbox, it's on there, but here's the yarn. Up close, when the colors are all wrong, and back here, where the colors are all right. So I think it's so pretty. But yeah, also my mom's yarn for her scarf is Drops Lima, and that's new. So you guys will not have seen that yet, but it's just Drops Lima, and it's just a red yarn. I bought it because the first ball of yarn that my mom ever bought me was a cherry red ball of real wool. And I was so excited about knitting and everything, and I kind of gave up after a couple months because I struggled and I didn't understand, and I didn't really know that YouTube was like a resource that I could use, nor was I really allowed online at 8 years old. But here we are, 11 years later. Was 19, now I'm 20. Scary. Guys, I'm in my 20s. That's terrifying. Anyways, so I just wanted to make something that shows my progress in knitting, and that like I was determined, and I did learn my determination from my sweet, sweet mother, and I did learn my perseverance, and she taught me that like you can never, ever, ever give up. Even if sometimes you just need a break from something, you can't give up on it. So I didn't give up on knitting. I came back, and I'm bigger, better, stronger than ever with knitting. Only getting better, only getting stronger, only getting bigger, I guess. But I wanted to buy it in another cherry red yarn, except one, my mom isn't the biggest into like cherry red. She's into more of these like slightly deeper reds, but she does love a red. So I thought this fit my mother more, and I think that this dark red is a lot more wearable for this scarf. Oh, also it's the double knit scarf by Hello Higgy Life? Higgy? I don't know how to pronounce that word, but yeah. So that's my progress for now. I will check back in a couple of days. I think I need to talk less. I talked way too much in the first podcast, but I'm going to try to make this one more like B-roll, chill, relaxy based with check-ins every now and then. So I will see you guys later when I have more to show. I do leave on Saturday. I head home to the States on Saturday, so you will get to see some like traveling footage and stuff like that, knitting on the train, classic B-roll, things like that. So but I'm not sure how much I'll get done these weekdays because it is just school and packing. So see you guys later. Hello. The whole week has passed and I have a massive zit. So we're going to ignore the massive zit growing on my face. I can't do anything with it yet. It just hurts. Like that right there, that hurts. So, we're just letting it sit, unfortunately. Yeah, the whole week has passed. I've been super busy, super stressed, but also having a lot of fun. I hung out with a bunch of friends this week since my classes change every semester, so a lot of these people I'm not going to be able to see them next semester, so we're hanging out. Not that I'm not going to see them in general. It's not like they're disappearing off the face of the earth. I'm just not going to see them as often as I do without like the help of, mutual classes. But yeah, so just hanging out with a bunch of friends. And then I went to a jazz night and it was a lot of fun and we hung out. We were just chilling. And today is my big packing day. Packing is such a weird thing for me. Like I want to get it done as soon as possible so I don't have to worry about it. But the thing is that I have to do my packing in one fell swoop. Otherwise it gets all jumbled in my brain and I forget what I packed. Even if I have a list, I'm scratching things off the list. I still just forget what's getting packed and it's just very confusing to me. So today's my big packing day, so I'm a little bit anxious, worried, stressed just because travel is not very fun for me. But I have to leave my apartment tomorrow at like 5 a.m, so gotta wake up even earlier, just not fun. Just randomly remembered something I needed to pack, so I just needed to take care of that. Yeah. I lost my train of thought, like completely. Like I had it on me and then I just poof, gone. Anyways, I guess I'll just talk to you a little bit about progress. I did meet my goal in my mom's scarf, in case you were wondering, in case you were on the edge of your seat. Oh my goodness. There's like a weird little like threads hanging down that I need to figure out how to weave in ends and double knitting. Oops, sorry for that clang. But here's my progress. You want to focus? There you go. Oh my god. The yarn is just being a little difficult. It's all crinkled because it was in the project bag, but yeah. So this is the slit I was talking about. So basically the scarf like goes in on itself, so the other end of the scarf will go through here to kind of like secure it. So, but that's where we're at. Now I just keep knitting and double knitting until it reaches minimum 27 inches. Then I think I'll try it on and see if it's a length that my mom will like, or if she'll like want something a little bit longer just so it can like not be so close to her neck maybe, or maybe so she can like tuck it in her coat or something. But my mother gets cold very, very easily. So she runs so cold. She called me a couple days ago. She called me a couple days ago and she was like, Olivia, it's so cold. It's so cold back at home. She's like, I'm shivering. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. And it doesn't make you want to go to work. It doesn't make you want to go grocery shopping, anything. I'm like, how cold is it? Jeez. And she's like, it's 49 degrees outside. That's Fahrenheit, by the way. So 49 degrees Fahrenheit. That's honestly as cold as it's going to get back home over the summer. I'm from Texas, so it does not get very cold in Texas. You'll get like a freak day where it's below freezing, freak couple of days maybe, and then it's just back to normal 40s. So I was like, Mama, it's way colder here. So she's definitely going to be wearing this with a coat. So I just need to try it on to see if 27 inches is a good length, or if maybe I should knit a little bit more so she can like tuck it in her coat. But But yeah, I'm amidst traveling chaos. I've just been trying to stay calm by knitting, playing video games. I played a lot of Slay the Spire this week, and a lot of Moonstone Island. So I'm kind of saving my Moonstone Island for the plane. I'm going to play a ton of it on the plane. I've got books on my Kindle ready to go. I think I'm going to start reading The Midnight Library. Partially because it's been on my TBR forever, and partially because I have a grammar analysis class. It's like really interesting. You do like lexical and syntactical analysis, but I have an essay due for that, an analysis essay due for that class soon, within like the month or something, and we are analyzing the first chapter of The Midnight Library, so I want to read that. So I can know the whole book and then analyze just the first chapter for my essay. So I'll get doing that. So maybe I'll vlog some of my travels tomorrow. You'll definitely at least get one shot of me knitting on the train. Hopefully Trainline gave me the table seat that I requested. I love a table seat because I love being able to like put my laptop out in front of me, or like my iPad if I'm watching a movie, things of the sort. So hopefully they gave me the table seat, and you'll get a shot of me knitting. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to update on. Like I said, this week's just been busy, stressful, and hanging out with friends before I go home. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later, okay? So I'm going to go pack. Actually, I'm going to eat lunch before I have my last class of the semester. Then I'll be packing the rest of the evening. So, see you. Okay, don't mind my hair, the lighting, the buzzing, or the fact that I'm hiding in my closet. I'm hiding in my closet so that way, damn, that fluorescent light is buzzing. Anyways, I'll make this quick. I'm hiding in the closet so nobody can hear me. But I just wanted to pop in and say a couple of things. One, I'm about to add on my third ball of yarn to my mom's scarf. It's currently measuring about 19 inches. So yeah, still about 8 inches to go, and here's a slight hiccup in the plan. Last minute trip has been planned with my mom, my grandmother, and I. We're going to just a little road trip over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which would be fine, completely fine, except the fact that that is when I was supposed to finish the scarf. So I either rush to finish it before, set it to block while I'm gone. Not gonna happen because I leave tomorrow at like noon. And I can't knit 9 inches in 24 hours. So, or I just leave it and I get it done when I come back, and it will be done by Christmas. But it will not be blocked and dry by Christmas. So I could tell my mom, like I could give it to my mom, or I could just tell her like, hey, it's done, but it's drying. So, I think that might be what I have to do. Because honestly, I'm stressing myself out a ton, and it's freaking me out, and it's stressing me out, and it's giving me anxiety. And it's also
kind of burning me out. I really want to knit on other stuff. I'm kind of tired of knitting on this scarf. I need to mix it up, but every time I go to mix it up, I'm like, I don't have time to mix it up. I need to be working on this scarf. Also, I've been really sick. Isn't that so fun? So I've been really sick, but I'm the kind of sick where I'm like miserable, but I'm not ill enough to just sit in bed all day, if that makes any sense. So I've just been doing homework and knitting. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll just let it happen as it happens. I think I'm just gonna knit a minimum of 2 inches, try to knit a minimum of 2 inches each day, and just see where that takes us, because I'm tired of stressing myself out over this. It's a gift knit. It's not supposed to be this stressful, things like that. So we shall see. Talk to you later.
How are ya? I just got out of the shower, so my hair's all wet and kind of crazy, but we're gonna ignore that. But yeah, it is currently December 27th, so we're wrapping up the month. I was thinking about doing this all the way until the 31st and uploading this on the 31st or January 1st, but I think that's a little bit too outside of my normal schedule and it'll impede on other things that I'm filming, so we're just gonna wrap it up here. I don't have, unfortunately, much to update you on. I was just worried about, wrapping things up at school and then flying back home and getting things settled here, but I did manage to finish my mom's scarf, not in time for Christmas. Instead, I made her and my dad a little placeholder gift. So she got like a little, you would have seen it already. I made those little placeholder gifts to kind of signify that, they have gift knits coming, but they are not ready yet. So, her scarf is done. It got blocked this morning. It's drying right down there, actually. Normally I dry it over there on the rug, but if she walks into my room to like talk to me or say hi or anything like that, then she will see it. So if it's over here, she has a harder time seeing it. She'd have to like physically walk around to this corner of the room to see it. So we're a little bit more protected there. Later today, I do want to cast on my dad's socks because I go to visit Jordan in 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So I want to have those done before I leave, so that way they can be off my plate and my dad can have his socks. So, what else? Stockings, didn't get any work. Honestly, I've lost all motivation for those stockings, and that is dangerous. So we're just gonna see if they get done. Maybe they'll get done during the summer, because during the summer I'll have plenty of free time. Because like right now I'm balancing my time between things that I want to do and my finals. And my finals are 75% of my grade. So one of them is 100% of my grade. If I don't do well on this final, then this assessment, then I don't pass the class. So not scary at all. So my time is split right now, but in the summertime it won't be split because I won't have assessments over the summer, so maybe they'll get done then. But I'm kind of taking them off of my plate for the time being. I'll probably put them on some tried-on tubing just because it's really stressing me out. I want to finish my mitts. I did a new cast on. I wouldn't have already talked about that. I did a new cast on my film scarf that I showed in my very, very first podcast. When Jordan was visiting me, he loved it so much that he claimed it. He was just so happy with it, and it wasn't even for him that I was just like, I can't take that joy away from him. I was like, go ahead, my dear, take it. So he took it. So I bought yarn to remake it for myself. Then we'll have matching scarves. Win-win, you know what I mean? My dogs are barking. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, so I cast that on. Those are on 4.5 millimeter needles, and I'm not following a pattern. It is originally a crochet pattern that I found online by I Am Lanka, I think. I'll link it in the description. But I adapted it to a knitting pattern for myself, and it's just in the round, and then I just seam up the ends. But yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, did I say already my celestial mitts? I've just finished the ribbing. I've discovered that I don't really like knitting on my living room sofa. In my house, my childhood home, I don't really enjoy knitting on the sofa. I guess maybe it's the way I sit, way the sofas are situated. I don't know, but I'm not comfy with it. So I don't really knit a ton actually out there. I end up playing a lot more video games as it turns out, but yeah. But I do want to cast on my dad's socks today so that way they can get going. I think I'm using Barocco sock for those. So you'll see it in a podcast, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't really have anything else. One thing reading wise, I have decided my reading goal for the year was 24 books. So I've surpassed that. I've already done my goal for the year. I'm currently at 26 books read for the year. So I was thinking about it, being delusional. And then I asked Jordan and he fed into my delusions. But I was like, do you think in this last week of the year, I can finish 1 book on my Kindle and 3 audiobooks? So that way I can end the year on a nice even 30. And he said, absolutely, easy, you can do it. So I'm currently reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter. And it's pretty decent so far. It's a little cheesy, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. So it's pretty cheesy, but I'm about 30% of the way through, and we're about to get into like the meat of the story now. So and then the audiobooks that I'm listening to are Truly Devious, the first 3 books. Right now I'm on the first one, and I'm about 30% of the way through. Maybe I think I was like 28 to be exact. But I read the Truly Devious series in high school. I loved it. I absolutely hate Stevie as a main character, but I think that's what makes the series so good, in my opinion. I I don't know why, but I really love when an author can make me hate the main character, but still keep me invested in the storyline. That's exactly how I felt about the book Yellowface. I hated June. I hated her. I hated her so much. I think that was her name, Juniper. June, I think they called her. But hated her. But I ate that book up. Like, I read it so quickly. Like, once I got past a certain point, I was like, and I just couldn't stop reading. You couldn't pull me away from my Kindle. Yeah, but I'm re-listening to the Truly Devious series just because I got an itch for it. So we're just following that itch. I'm a mood reader. I try to plan things out and it never works out. And it just, benefits me to read what I'm interested in at the moment. So this seemed interesting. And I wanted to read the Truly Devious, so I'm doing both at the same time. So I'm reading this one before bed and when I wake up, and little times in the day, like when I'm in the car, stuff like that. But whenever I'm doing something else like knitting or stuff around my room, then I am listening to Truly Devious. So that was day one. Day one, I got through 30% of this and almost 30% of Truly Devious. So we will see how much I can do by the 31st. So. But you'll have to find out in the January vlogs how that goes. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Look forward to a January vlog, I guess. This one was a little bit quieter, shorter, much shorter, cozier, and hopefully cozier. And yeah, I just didn't have a very eventful month, I guess. My Christmas was great. Happy holidays to you all, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. What else is around this time? I don't know off the top of my head, but happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you don't celebrate anything at this time, I hope you had a wonderful winter break. A break is needed in everyone's life. School, work, whatever. Whether you took the day off, you got the day off, or you have a week off from school. What is in my eye? I personally have a ton of time off from school, so... But it is because of assessments, so not all freedom, but, such is the way. Anyways, I'm rambling now. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff that you know how to do down there. And, yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year. Cheers to 2025, am I right? So, I'll see you guys later. Go out, be kind, seize the day, and most importantly, savor your happiness. Bye, y'all.